angry about realizing that fact that no one is coming to save you, that I got so sad. And now let's go through this. So we can look in this example about how waiting for someone to save you, it costs you so much more. It's so much expensive, and it brings exactly predators. If you're waiting for someone to come and save you, you're gonna attract the most predator of the predator. Why? Because you put yourself in a position where you don't have any kind of safety structure, when you are fully on a territory of your enemy who pretend to be your best person ever. I am again angry and sad and mad and about everything, but once you realize it, everything is just gonna get more clear. In the movie, we see Laura, our beautiful girl, our beautiful Laura. She is younger than her husband. I don't even want to remember what is his name, because the way he acted in this movie is a textbook abuser. But this is a movie you need to look at that when you're 20-year-old and when you're 30-year-old. Why? Because it's just so different perspective. Let me explain. When you are younger and when you're waiting for this figure to save you, you look in and be like, oh, it doesn't look that bad. She has the most beautiful house. I think it's in a Cape Cod. She has a very fit, successful husband. She doesn't work. She don't need to work. Her husband doesn't want her to work. Oh my God, isn't that a dream, just to go and catch a very, very fresh seafood, whatever it is, mussels she was getting or clams, and make a homemade meal? Oh my God, that is such a dream. Isn't the dream come true? No, it's a horror movie. Picture is outside. So ideal. Oh my God, he can take care of you. Oh my God, he came and he saved her. Where is the father? Where is other authorities figure? They're no there. It shows there is that no one came to save her except herself. The ending is just epic ending. But we're gonna get to that in the end of the video. For now, let's look at the story. Remember how she got slapped? Why she got slapped? Because the neighbor complimented to her husband just about how beautiful house is and how his wife is beautiful. There was any kind of jealousy. Was there? Did she give any kind of hint? What, she cannot look outside of the window? She's bored. She's like nowhere to go. She's like at her home. What else do we have? What else signs that she trapped? She was working as a librarian, right? She has some career. She has some money to sustain herself. What happened? He told her, no, if you work even part-time, 3 days a week or 2 days a week, part-time, only during daytime hours, it's still too much, Laura. Why? You're gonna go work and what? You're gonna have your own money and what? You're gonna escape this golden cage that I built for you? This golden cage where I am the only one emperor here. I'm the only one owner of this cage and owner of you. She doesn't have resources. Her only one person who she is really close to is her mother. And the older lady, she cannot help her. She's by herself in a retirement facility. Assisted living, I think she was. And yeah, where is her father? Probably not there. Where is that man in power who should come and save her? What they told her? Yeah, just write. They told her very officially that it's supposed to be write a complaint or go to police and get a record and put it into the record, document everything, and then we're gonna come and maybe get into it. But it's also, remember, it was almost 30 years ago. Even this day, woman is very scared to tell that a man was abusing her, physically, emotionally, and with any other things. Why? So many reasons like this. But it's also a reason that once he find out what she did, he could just be a complete monster level 10 times more. Don't you think that she was scared about that? She was like, yeah, she told that it's like, yeah, she tried to go there, but what is they gonna do? Restraining order? And even he told her, like, what are you gonna do, Laura? Are you gonna put just a restraining order? Me and you forever. Here and there, in this life and the past life. This is the level of obsession, crazy. This is a complete ownership level. This is crazy. But the men like this, they scared of power, of men who is more powerful than them. And this is actually bringing back the responsibilities of the one who has a lot of power and resources to control other things, so it doesn't get into this chain of reaction. Men like this, they so controlled by other men, and they so respect other men who can give them a very big pushback. But no, this man, he was like so Just crazy. And he also made intimidation tactic because he knows once the cops is going to be up to his back, he's going to be on a hook. He's going to be watched. Career, very lucrative career. His career might be go downhill because who wants to deal with someone who has a domestic violence criminal record? So many things. And also, when he got jealous because his neighbor talking how beautiful his house and wife is, what he did? He came home and he beat the out of her. How is that even a fairy tale? And that was not the first time. That was not the first time. And you think about, oh, maybe it's not that bad. People go and work and they work their back off. But what? Are you getting beat at your work? Unless you're like UFC fighter, it's just not even like comparable. Who wants to get beat in a relationship? No one. That's a cautionary tale. And then when he brought presents and be like, oh yes, these flowers, this I had a dress. He take her with the power. That's it. Like if I'm gonna put some B-roll scene, this was obscene. He take her with the power. This is the most ickiest and the most, I don't even know how to even describe that feeling, disgusting thing that a man can do. This is the most disgusting. Take a woman because just he is stronger and, like what? Oh, it's just so much things. My anger is came back, but this is not the finish yet, not the finish line. When Laura understood that no one can come and save her, she made a plan. The plan was so good, so smart. The thing is, even when she was talking to the lady on the bus, that he was not like this in beginning. He was not like that in beginning, right? Imagine if he'd be like this in beginning and be like, hey, what it would be? It would be not a fairy tale. No. In beginning, it's just so nice. The voice is not like deep down. The voice is so like, oh. Remember how he came to talk to a receptionist in assisted living facility and he was talking to her? He didn't talk to her. He talked to her. At some point in my life when I wanted to be saved and was looking actively for that savior, I was looking at this movie and I was like, it's not that bad. Now she needs to leave and pay her own rent. Now she needs to just do her own things. What? Ay. It's not about being saved like that. It's about you give control over your life to someone else, willingly or unwillingly. This is the thing about the fairy tales. Yes, it's a fairy tale. A man come and save a woman from poverty. There is going to be a lot of videos you can find on YouTube about how, yes, there is a thing about that woman and man can create a very great connection and the woman quality of life improve and it's going to be open doors and it's called capital, right? But when you don't have a baseline, she doesn't have any kind of property. She didn't have a car to even drive herself out of that house where in the middle of nowhere. Look, she got trapped. And why she also got trapped? Because the support system around her, they didn't see what's inside. It was like perfect picture. Mom, she just wanted to give her, she just thought that it's going to be just the best husband for her daughter. Fairy tales, that is someone come and save you. And it also takes gradually. It's gradually. Also the music. What's up with that music? That Holland, that's funeral music. It's a funeral. It's a funeral for her soul and her dignity and her like it's crazy. There is no wondering that movie is so popular. It just speaks true to society. It was showing what is really inside without sugarcoating. And then that man got so even more obsessed because he's like pet, house pet. It's like not even pet. Because with pet you can be like, oh, him. That is just a part of furniture for him was. A property, it was a personal property, let's call her. And he's like, how is personal property can function by herself? For him it was unbelievable. My personal property can walk, talk, and do her own things and do a planning of escape. He couldn't comprehend this. He couldn't comprehend. He was so obsessed and he was so sure that he is just unbeatable. He just cannot get punishment. He was just going to that. Another thing. When she met that teacher, art teacher, she doesn't looking for another savior. She didn't put a triangulation that like savior, aggressor, and a victim. She didn't put that in Cartman triangulation. She was just like, you are here. We can be together. We don't have to be together. Just, hey, what's up? And just showing how he would react. And when her husband or ex-husband, whatever, came to her house and the teacher tried to protect her from him, he tried, right? But it was very good showing that it's only you who can save yourself from that. Only you. It can be even the shift is inside. The shift is not outside. She didn't go to self-defense classes, right? She didn't go to karate. She didn't build muscles. No. Mental shift change. She mentally shifted. Also, I think that's my insight that because she worked in a library and she also visited women's circles community in YMCA, that's helped her to go through this. Where are we going after we broke up with a guy or things happen in our life. Women's circles, because as women we need to be in a circle. I am telling in my TikTok, in everything, we need to be in a circles. This is so importantly, it's a bonding, it's a gossip that is true, that reveals the truth, that access to information in a library and support of women's circle. As remember, they were clapping, they're like, yes, Laura, you can do it. That's why we need to be in a women's circle. Just follow for more to stay in this women's circle society. Local, global, it need to be different ages, it need to be different shape, size, form, anything, all backgrounds, because how when we come together we exchange information and we can this information utilize for the future. We cannot be this enemy, we need to be into community. So back to the things that this is one of the reasons how she escaped, because it's very hard to be like fully trapped inside without any kind of external help. It's ridiculous. So when this teacher couldn't help her, her mental state shift, she's like, yes, no one came and saved me from him. No one. What she did? She took care about that by herself. And it's the most badass form ever. She was like, police, I just intruder. That's it. And it was just like, I'm sure that she was shaking, crying. And this Beethoven music is just like a nightmare. She has so much PTSD. But it's a shift in the mental state. Once you have this shift, you're not gonna let anyone come to save you and pay the price so expensive that it's just not worth it. The best thing what you can do for yourself, I'm telling you, it's much cheaper to just look inside and from inside out to build that, to stand on your 2 feet, mentally and physically, mind, body, spirit. This we like connecting. And of course, we connecting with others, we connecting with men, we connecting with society, we connecting with tangible things. But until you stop looking for this savior who's gonna come and save you, there is gonna be no future. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed to discuss with me this movie. If you have some insights about this movie, put in a comment. And if you like not agree with me or agree with me, let's talk about this and let's form this women's community. Man, you chime in, you are our protector, providers, and love so much. Yin and yang, we together. Even today, look, I have an yin and yang. Have a good one. See you in the next video.